Erstens bin ich kein Nationalökonom. Aus einem sehr einfachen Grund, dass ich now I'm going to talk English. I can't accept the fundamental assumptions that the economy is an autonomous dimension. And if you don't accept that, you are not an economist. Und zweitens, I don't believe in systems. And the Austrian economists have a closed system. And yes, one needs to have a closed system, if only to know when not to pay attention to it. Rules exist to be broken, and that is unacceptable. Certainly would be totally unacceptable to Mises, who was the most rigid. Mises was a singularly disagreeable person, as you may have heard. Mises never had a kind word about anybody else, but he also, Mises, enjoyed to see other people suffer. Mises loved other people's catastrophes. I couldn't stand him. And Mises was totally rigid. Hayek was much more. I didn't know either man well. Hayek was much more, especially in his later years when he really went out of economics into sociology and politics, much more realistic is the wrong word, much more receptive, partly because Mises had no friends, and Hayek, as you may have heard, who had his problems, human problems, especially with his first marriage and his second marriage. Hayek had those very close friendships with people who had totally different interests. Gombrich was a close friend. Karl Popper was a close friend. All very different people. And so Hayek had input from all kinds of people and was a much more interesting person. But I'm not an economist. And Gingrich makes me an Austrian economist. No, I'm not. I'm not even a totally convinced free trader, though I'm more of a free trader than anything else. But look, in the next century, we are going to protect manufacturing industry precisely because it is declining. And it employs too many people. And one has to weigh, from an economic point of view, protecting declining industry is absolute nonsense. But there are such things as society and politics. And I know the danger that once you start protecting something, it's awfully hard to get out of it. That's a real problem. But yet, what do you do? And that's not economics, and certainly not Austrian school economics. But I'm not an economist. There's only one thing on which the economists and I agree, which is that I'm not an economist.